Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you've ever been curious about training your own custom text-to-speech voices, or maybe you just want high-quality, open-source TTS without needing a supercomputer, then you're in the right place. Today, we're checking out some fantastic free Colab notebooks from the brilliant folks over at Unsloth. These notebooks really open up what's possible, allowing anyone to fine-tune and train a variety of powerful open-source text-to-speech models. We're talking about models like the efficient Spark-TTS, the expressive Orpheus-TTS, which is great for ease of training, or even TTS for those who want advanced control over their audio output. And the best part, you can do all of this creating custom voices, achieving specific emotional deliveries, or even adapting models for different speaking styles. All completely free using Google Colab, even on their free tier GPUs like the T4. It's incredibly powerful stuff, and Unsloth has made it surprisingly straightforward. Throughout this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to get your Colab environment ready, how to create your TTS datasets efficiently using my newly created TTS dataset creator, and then how to take that freshly trained model, save it, and run it locally on your own device. The Unsloth team, led by Daniel and Michael, have done an amazing job streamlining this whole process, making advanced TTS training surprisingly accessible for everyone, even if you're just starting out. Don't forget to like and smash that subscribe button so you don't miss out on more great AI content. Okay, so carrying on from our intro, let's get into the practical side of things. First things first, you'll want to head over to the Unsloth Notebook documentation page. This is where they host a whole library of different notebooks, covering all sorts of models. We're talking large language models, vision models, and of course, the text-to-speech models we're interested in today. I'll make sure to leave a link to this page down in the description for you. They've got notebooks for some really impressive and recent open-source TTS models, like Orpheus-TTS, which I actually covered in a video a while back, Sesame CSM-TTS, TTS, and a few others. For this tutorial, though, I'm going to go with the Spark-TTS model. It's one of the smaller ones, and it might have gone a little under the radar, but it can produce some pretty decent audio output. Because it's more compact, we can get this model trained a lot faster, and you'll actually notice a significant improvement in quality compared to its base model. Plus, the trained model will be much easier to run on local devices with lower VRAM, even if you've only got about 4 GB of VRAM, since it's just a 0.5 billion parameter model. The good news is that all of their TTS notebooks are pretty similar in structure and should run just fine on the free Google T4 GPU, so you can definitely try them all out and see which one clicks best for you. Alright, once you've got the Spark-TTS Colab notebook open, go ahead and sign in if you need to. Then, super important note here. Make sure your notebook connects to the T4 GPU. If it hasn't automatically, you can usually set this by clicking on the Connect button or the RAM disk display in the top right menu. Then look for an option like Change Runtime Type and select the T4 GPU from the Hardware Accelerator dropdown. Once that's sorted, you'll also want to pop over to Hugging Face to grab an access token. This token is what allows the Colab notebook to download the necessary models and datasets we need for training. So go to the Hugging Face main page, sign in or create a new account if you don't have one. Then click on your profile icon in the top right and navigate to Settings, and then Access Tokens on the left sidebar. Once you're there, navigate to the Wort submenu and click on the Create New Token button. You'll probably want to give it a name, maybe something like Colab TTS Training, and make sure to give it right permissions. Copy this key and then head back over to the Colab notebook. Back in your Colab notebook, look on the left-hand side menu for a little key icon that's for secrets. Click on that and then click Add a New Secret. In the name field, you need to type HF_token, all uppercase with an underscore. Then in the value field, paste the token you just copied from Hugging Face. Finally, make sure to toggle the switch next to it to make it accessible by this notebook. Now we're ready to start running the cells to get our training session set up. The first couple of cells in the notebook will automatically begin downloading and installing all of the necessary repositories and dependencies. They'll also download the base Spark-TTS model directly into the notebook environment to prepare it for training. Make sure there are no interruptions during this process and that you don't accidentally skip any cells, as this can cause issues later on in your Colab session. Now, before you hit run on the data preparation cell, you'll need to have a TTS dataset ready to train your model with. It's crucial that this dataset follows the required format. For single speaker models, it's usually text and audio columns. And for multi-speaker models, it might be source, text, and audio. You can definitely find many pre-made datasets available on Hugging Face that you can use. Or you can use a custom-made dataset of your own. For this tutorial, I'm actually going to be using my own custom dataset that I created locally using a Python Gradio script I built called TTS Dataset Creator. With this tool, I simply upload new audio files that I want to use in my dataset, making sure they're clear, good quality recordings of my target voice. The script uploads these audio files to a dedicated folder. From that folder, I can play each file individually to double-check I've added the right ones.
Okay, you are not going to believe what happened to me today at work. So I was just sitting at my desk, minding my own business, when suddenly, out of nowhere, this huge parrot, yes, a parrot, flies right into our office.
Then I select which files from that folder I want to include in this specific dataset. Once selected, I just click Create Dataset and it gets to work. The script takes my selected audio files, cuts them into 10-second clips, transcribes them using a local Whisper small model, and then converts these text transcriptions and audio clips into a TTS-ready Parquet file. This Parquet file is what I can then upload to Hugging Face to use as a dataset in the Unsloth training Colab. A neat little feature is that once the dataset is created, a new window also opens up that lets you analyze this new dataset in Renumix Spotlight, which is a fantastic tool for viewing and exploring structured and unstructured datasets locally, right in your browser. There's also a section further down in the UI that lets you view previously created datasets in Spotlight as well. This TTS Dataset Creator tool will be available for my highest tier Patreon members, and it'll include a Windows one-click installer package for both CPU and NVIDIA GPU setups. So all you'll need to do is download the zip file, extract it, and start up the project with the startbat file. Okay, so adding your custom dataset to Hugging Face will make it much easier for you to load it into the Colab, since it will already be in the format the Unsloth training script expects. To upload your dataset to Hugging Face, you'll simply create a new dataset repository there. Navigate to the Files and Versions tab in your newly created repo, and then upload your dataset Parquet file to that repository. Once that's done, copy the name of your Hugging Face dataset repository. It's usually in the format of your username and your dataset name. Head back to the Colab, and in the data preparation cell, you'll see a line that loads the dataset, often using load dataset. You'll want to paste your repository name into the parentheses there, replacing any placeholder dataset name. Once you have your repo name in, run that cell to load in your dataset. Then, run the additional tokenization function cell that usually follows, and then you'll get to the Train the Model cell. This cell is where, if you have more advanced experience, you can set and modify your training configurations, like the number of training steps, the learning rate, the seed, and so on. For now, I'm just going to keep these settings at their defaults, but you might want to do some additional research and testing later on to find better training parameters and potentially get even better results. So now, I did however run into an error when executing this cell. It looks like there may be a bug in the latest Unsloth Python library updates which has trouble handling and detecting BF16 scripts. The model actually loads as float32 with BF16 disabled, but the error still appears. If you encounter this issue, you can use a workaround I found. Simply install a slightly older version of the Unsloth library. In this case, I'll use version 2025.5.6, which still works fine with Colab from my testing. You can find more versions of the Unsloth Python library on its PyPy project page. Once that's finished installing, make sure to restart the Colab runtime. After restarting, rerun the last 3 import cells to ensure your scripts are using the updated version of the Unsloth library. Now, to actually begin training the model, you'll need to run the trainer cell that typically initializes the TTS trainer and lets you visualize the actual training steps and training loss during the session. You can also usually run a cell above that section to see the amount of current VRAM you're using in your Colab session, which is handy. For me, training the Spark model didn't take more than about 15 minutes on the free Google T4 GPU, which is pretty quick. Once the training is complete, the trained model will be saved to a folder, usually called Outputs or something similar within the project's directory folder in Colab. You can then download these model files locally to your device. The Colab notebook also usually allows you to run inference on your newly trained model in one of the cells further down. You can simply type in some input text and run the cell, and it will automatically generate an audio file using your fine-tuned model, which is a great way to quickly test it out. Now, if you're looking to run the Spark-TTS model locally on your own machine, I've actually created a one-click Windows installer that will be available on my Patreon for a quick and easy setup. Alternatively, you can head over to the project's GitHub repository and follow their setup process to get it installed locally. As I mentioned, it's a lighter model than some of the other TTS options out there, and can run on devices with as little as 4 GB of VRAM. To run my newly trained Spark model, all I had to do was swap out the original model files in my local Spark-TTS models directory folder with the newly trained model files I downloaded from Colab, and then start it up.
Okay, you are not going to believe what happened to me today at work. So I was just sitting at my desk, minding my own business, when suddenly, out of nowhere, this huge parrot, yes, a parrot, flies right into our office. I asked, okay, but seriously, he texted me 3 times today, and I can't tell if he's just being friendly or if he's actually into me. Okay, but seriously, he texted me 3 times today, and I can't tell if he's just being friendly or if he's actually into me.
So to wrap things up, we've seen how incredibly accessible and powerful the Unsloth TTS Colab notebooks are. It's truly amazing that tools like this are available for free, allowing anyone to experiment and create their own high-quality, custom text-to-speech voices. Hopefully, this gives you a solid starting point to explore TTS fine-tuning yourself. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you found this helpful, and I'll see you in the next video.